decided I'm gonna get into this?
Well, actually, so we're here on Sunset and Selma right now.
I believe.
Sunset near Cahuenga. I started actually around the corner, like I could throw a rock at the bar, and Beauty Bar. It was like really my first stomping grounds. Small little place, holds like 80 people. I was throwing these Dimac parties there back in '03, and we were having bands come and DJ, and I was throwing hipster parties with bands and myself and a couple friends DJing. That's really the start of my DJing career in LA. I started here in LA, and I started producing music, dance music in '05. Really started with remixes. I would remix bands, and then eventually, through the course of a couple of years, eventually I got good enough to start. I started remixing with a partner, and we would do it on Pro Tools, and then eventually, after a couple of years, I started working on my own. But yeah, it all started right here in these small little bars, you know, like 50 people. Actually, my first DJ gig was just down the street at 3 Clubs, which is on Santa Monica and actually no, Vine and Melrose, and that was like people sitting there drinking beers while I was playing hardcore records, like not like like screaming hard like. And I was playing like vinyl, like hardcore records, while people sitting there like this, just like drinking like a little bit, playing a couple records, and then people at the bar just totally confused. That's where I started.
Wow, that's been a long way from there. I mean, now you have a record company and you've been all over the world DJing and having a lot of fun. Who do you listen to nowadays?
I listen to all kinds of, like, you know, when people say like, oh yeah, what do you like? And they're like, I like everything, you know, and you're like, really? That's you know, that's kind of where I am. I kind of listen to everything. Like, listen to hip hop. I listen to I still listen to a lot of indie music. And I still listen to some hardcore, like straight edge hardcore, not straight edge hardcore, really like more hardcore kind of stuff from back when I used to listen to it. Obviously, dance music, all kinds of music in the EDM space. But you know, I'm like I was saying in a different interview, I'm just inspired by all kinds of music. I'm inspired by all kinds of things, and I wanna be inspired also as a producer to take from many different genres and apply that to what I'm doing to create something new.
Well, that's perfect. So, out of the people that you have signed into your company, is that anyone that you have like a preference for, like somebody that you're like, wow, these people are really blowing my mind?
Well, with Dimmock, we've been a very diverse. We've had a very diverse environment. I mean, for a while, we're putting out a lot of electro records, electro artists like Felix Cartel, Bloody Beetroots, Mastercraft, and in the past year, we've really broadened our base, and I made a big point of that. We're putting out Azorian Third's album in the United States. We're putting out Proxies, Russian producers. Been kind of producing more as dark, destructive electro. We signed Infected Mushroom, put out their album, which is obviously more psytrance, but getting influenced by other sounds like dubstep and more like 4 on the Floor stuff. We put out Datsuk's album, which is a dubstep album. And then we put out obviously Bloody Beetroots was one of our bigger electro artists on the label. And besides that, it's like we have all kinds of artists from many genres, and also signing a lot of new artists that to me are really kind of paving the way of the new space of EDM, like Clockwork from New York, who's producing amazing stuff. He's also goes by the name R.L. Grime, producing more trap music. We have like Peace Treater, which are from L.A. We've got Autoerotic from Toronto. We have a pretty big stable now, because we don't just put out albums. We put out a lot of singles as well. So all putting out a record every single Tuesday. Every single Tuesday, there's a new release. So, if you just keep up with the website and dimmock.com, you could see our huge staple. We put out like Hazer from South Africa's last record, Joachim Garou from France's, his last collaborations, me and Tiesto's record, Tornado, which did really well, as well as like more of my like collaborative singles that will be coming out in Dimmock.
So do you spend much time in LA nowadays that you are traveling all over the place with, touring? And
do I spend a lot of time here?
do you spend any more time in LA? You know, you're touring a lot. Right?
Yeah. Well, this year, I've been really putting my nose to the grind with touring. I've been really touring a lot this year. Like just, this is the first 3 days I've been in LA since like, I don't know, probably April or something. So it's kind of rare for me to be here, but January through March, I'm going to be locking myself in the studio to work on a bigger project that I've been excited about, and then start working on my second album.
All right, well, looking forward to it.
What's up? This is Steve Aoki, and you're watching Real Gay TV.